Did the Colorado Buffaloes quarterback Julien Lewis throw Deion Coach Prime Sanders and the rest of the football program under the bus with his recent statements at Big 12 Media Day? That's what we're going to talk about right now. So Julien Lewis, I was just listening to a podcast. It was Coach JB and the rest of them, and they were giving their response to Julien Lewis statements about last season. So let's take a listen to this, and I'm gonna give you my opinion if they're reaching or not.
The Colorado, I guess their quarterback is taken to the internet, and I guess it's trending. So we want to get Sean King's take on. I guess Julien Lewis is his name, right?
Yeah, that's the kid from Georgia, Juju.
Yeah, I said he was talking about adjusting to college football, and this is what he had to say. Let's check it out.
Last year to now?
My play, I'm actually looking at the defenses now. Last year we wasn't really looking at defense as much, just kind of high school free ball and just out there playing football. But, you know, it's a lot bigger than that now, so it should be fun.
Is it like a shot at the OC? Is it a shot at Deion? Is it were they just making a shit as simple as possible for him initially, just because they just was like, fucking just go out there and play for now, we'll worry about the shit later? You guys, coach, educate me on what's going on here.
So I'm gonna speak to the young man.
He talking too much or what?
You gotta know and learn how to answer questions.
Mm-hmm.
The way to answer that question is, I really like the offense Brendan Marion has brought. I think it fits me perfectly. I'm excited about what we can do offensively this year.
Right.
John, let me piggyback on that.
Like to go out there and say last year we didn't read defenses. We just were kind of playing high school, run around, and like you throwing your head coach under the bus, you throwing your OC under the bus, like you throwing the entire program under the bus. And I know it ain't malicious because he's trying to say that he likes Brendan Marion. What he should have just said was, I like Brendan Marion and I'm a great fit for his system.
All right, so you heard that, right? All right, so because I'm like, are they reaching? Like, did he really throw them under the bus? Inadvertently, he did. I don't think he meant to. But that is a reflection on the coaches from last season that the only thing he was doing was he wasn't really watching defenses like that. He wasn't really studying defenses. I mean, in order for the quarterback to be effective, you have to study defenses. I mean, you have to. This is what was told to me. You have to. So that's a reflection on the coaches, but he was just being honest. But I think the best way to respond was, Coach Marion, I like what we're doing now. And, but he's still young. You got to understand, Julien is still young. And he's just coming into his own. So I wouldn't I wouldn't take that too serious on what he said, because he still has to get media trained. He's not refined like Shador or Travis Hunter or anybody like that, because they were trained for the media. They were trained how to answer questions. But yeah, that was throwing the coaches under the bus. That's for sure. And it's not. Like I said, it's inadvertent because he was just being honest. But for coaches, that's not being prepared to win ball games. Now, I don't know if they spent most of the time with the starting quarterback to read defenses and stuff like that. But if they weren't reading defenses like that, there was no way they were going to win last year. There was no way. No way they were going to. Last year was like a dub. You just might as well say last year was, just take that off the books, man. And let's just start fresh again this year. But he was being honest. He said he was just out there winging it. It was like high school, just out there winging it, trying to see what could happen. But imagine he's studying defenses and different things like that. He's going to be a lot more effective. But yeah, that's a 100%. I'm being honest here. That's a 100% knock on the head coach. For sure it is. Because the head coach is the leader. The quarterback is not prepared, but the thing is, last year it was a lot going on last year. That Coach Prime, his health, it was a lot going on. He wasn't really there for the selection of the team, so there was a lot going on last year. But it's okay. I mean, for me, this is okay for him to say that. I mean, he's being honest though. So that's what happened last year. Was just like I said, is one for the record books, man. That's something you just move on from. That's not something you just hang on to. You just move on from that one. That season, let's just forget about it. Let's go into the 26 season. But yeah, 25 season is a wash. 100% is a wash for the 25 season. But at the end of the day, here's the good thing, because I have to give positive here. Here's the positive thing from this. They're reading defenses now. I remember Shador was there talking to them. They were going over defenses with Coach Marion. So that's the positive thing now. At least they fixed that. At least he's reading defense and he understands what's going on. And there should be, and you should see a huge improvement from last season, especially from Julien Lewis play. So that's what I take. I take some positiveness from that, that right there. But yeah, the kid was just being honest, man. He's just being honest. I'd rather for somebody to be honest. Let us know what happened. You weren't prepared. You weren't read defenses. But guess what? You can improve on that now. Since that didn't happen last year, we're doing it this year. So hey, man, but I can't knock him for that because he was being 100% honest. He just wasn't reading defenses, fam. He just wasn't doing it, man. We just out there winging it, man. Winging it, hoping a prayer. But yes, indeed, man. Drop your comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.